oh my god, I didn't sleep at all. Even though I'm mildly scared of the internet and afraid of its evil powers, it's been great, like talking to people and hearing people's comments. It's so nice. It's like an immediate forum for people, you know, telling you what they think of songs, and it's been awesome. I mean, I'm so happy it's out in the ether. You know, I'm inclined to argue with this review, but I personally was extremely flattered, and I also really, I mean, I hope it's true, but somebody commented, someone left a review on iTunes and was like, this album's gonna change the world. And, you know, I mean, on some level, it's like, that's why I want to write music and play music and write about the things that I do write about, because I feel like I do want to do that, you know. I mean, I'm no Bono, but, you know, I'm trying. But I was very pleased with that person's reaction. I thought that was very awesome. I think Old Owl is my favorite song on the record. Like, the subject matter, I think, like, captures kind of what, to me, the record is about. I mean, the song is inspired by an episode of The Twilight Zone. It's kind of about the concept of, like, you know, trying to be safe, or trying to, like, protect yourself from the world by, like, being inside and not, and reading a lot and not really, like, being adventurous. But it's like, ultimately you have to go outside and live your life. So I feel like it might not, like, explicitly sound like it's about that, but at least that's where when I wrote it, it was kind of about that, yeah. This record I wrote all the songs on Lamplight in basically my first year in New York. And when I moved here, I didn't know anybody. I knew like 2 people, and I lived in an apartment in the Lower East Side by myself in like a hole. Like, I lived in a hole. But to me, it was like the greatest thing in the world. It was like, oh my god, I live in New York. I'm just like Carrie Bradshaw. Even though I live in like a tiny hole and like only eat oatmeal. So I wrote all these songs. I was finishing high school online, and so I was by myself a lot doing work. You know, not going outside and not, you know, not being the socialite I am now. And no, just kidding. All of the songs I feel like are kind of like me trying to like just figure things out in my mind about, you know, how do I want to approach life? How do I want to approach meeting people? How do I want to approach thinking about certain things? And so it was very much from the perspective of like just feeling very confused about where I was as a person, feeling good about that confusion, but also like trying to sort through it. It's called Lamplight. There's like a lyric in Old Owl that finally talks about lamplight, but I called it that because I did all of my work, or I spent most of my time in my apartment at my desk, and I had a lamp above it that was kind of like illuminating light, literally and metaphorically, upon me. The plan right now is, yes, I hopefully am going to be playing some UK shows in October, but I'm waiting on a work permit to make that possible. Otherwise I'll like be just beheaded and won't be allowed to go there for like a million years. I played at on a date with Toad the Wet Sprocket. I played at a venue called The Egg in Albany, and it's an amazing theater. It's absolutely beautiful, but it looks like an egg. And I loved it because there were so many egg jokes I was able to make. It was a great forum for egg jokes. So I would love to play there again because I felt like my egg shtick was very appreciated. Oh, I love eggs. I had them this morning. I have them almost every morning. I like eggs prepared nearly any way. I don't like frittatas that much because I find that they're often dry, They're not very. I don't like eggs when they're like overcooked. I find that.
Do you like them runny?
Yeah.
Do you like them in a sandwich?
Oh yeah. I mean, I like them. I would like frittatas, but people just mess them up too often. So it's they're unreliable. So I can't put all my eggs in one basket.
People can be big and people can be small and people can
I'm highly inappropriate and can often be awkward to my detriment. I test out my material, so I try to go back to the stuff that works. But I have made some people very uncomfortable. People don't like uterus jokes, bed bug jokes. So that upset people. Bad joke, as an example, not so successful. In New York, it hit too close to home. People were like, have you had bed bugs? But I was gonna say, in a long-winded way, I feel like when I speak at shows, like in between songs, I feel like I do really genuinely feel like I try to talk about things that I honestly, like, when I get off stage, I will say the same thing to a friend or a stranger or whatever. If I weren't doing music, I'd probably be in a ditch. I'd have like 5 kids and I'd be making crepes all day. I would probably be one of those like crazy like homeless philosophers on the street that hand out like pamphlets about the apocalypse. I'd probably be one of those people. I'd probably have like a van with like biblical verses all over it, just like spewing, hypotheses out the window on the street. Something like that. I mean, it would be very bad. Life is a crazy mother effer, so you might as well just be alive. It's gonna be on a t-shirt one day.
I hate talking and I